Can you describe what your reaction was to that?
Yeah, no, I think when the president, my recollection is that when the president turned to me and said, Steve, you wouldn't leave, would you? I said, Mr. President, I've been with you through 4 attorneys general, including 2 acting attorney general, but I couldn't be part of this. And then the other thing that I said was that, look, all anyone is going to sort of think about when they see this, no one is going to read this letter. All anyone is going to think is that you went through 2 attorneys general in 2 weeks until you found the environmental guy to sign this thing. And so the story is not going to be that the Department of Justice has found massive corruption that would have changed the result of the election. It's going to be the disaster of Jeff Clark. And I think at that point, Pat Cipollone said, yeah, this is a murder-suicide pact, this letter.
And I would note, too, Congressman, that it was in this part of the conversation where Steve pointed out that Jeff Clark would be left leading a graveyard, and that comment clearly had an impact on the president. The leadership will be gone. Jeff Clark will be left leading a graveyard.
The center, again, the premise that, which as Mr. Donahue has said, but that Mr. Clark could come in and take over the Department of Justice and do something different was just an absurd premise. And all he was doing, Mr. Clark, by putting himself forward, was blowing himself up. And if the president were to have gone that course, would have been a grievous error for the president as well.
Mr. Cipollone, the White House counsel, told the committee that Mr. Ingles' response had a noticeable impact on the president, that this was a turning point in the conversation. Mr. Donahue, towards the end of this meeting, did the president ask you what was going to happen to Mr. Clark?
He did. When we finally got to I would say the last 15 minutes of the meeting, the president's decision was
back to the chair, gavel back in.
The committee will be in order. The chair recognizes the gentleman from Illinois.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Mr. Chairman, around the time Mr. Clark was pushing for the department to send the Georgia letter, the president and his supporters were pressuring the Justice Department to take other actions to change the outcome of the 2020 election. Mr. Ingle, you were the head of the Office of Legal Counsel. Can you first off explain your role? What is that?
Sure. One of the Attorney General's most important responsibilities is to provide legal advice to the President and to the executive branch. As a practical matter, given the responsibilities of the Attorney General, the Assistant Attorney General for the Office of Legal Counsel exercises that job on a day-to-day basis. And so, in addition, the head of OLC often functions as a general counsel, essentially to the Attorney General, and so is often the chief legal advisor to the AG, as well as the White House and the executive branch more broadly.
So given that role, can you kind of describe your relationship with the President?
Well, in connection with my role at OLC, over the course of my tenure there were a number of instances in which folks at the White House would seek to bring me in to provide legal advice to the president, sometimes discussing the legal options that could be pursued among various policy to reach various policy objectives, sometimes to advise the president that a course of action that they had been discussing was not legally available.
So I want to ask you about 2 things the president asked you and the department to do. The first.
All right, haha. So that's actually not Ben Shapiro, obviously, duh. But come on, guys. He does sound a lot like Ben Shapiro. Come on. Comment below. Tell me if I'm wrong in saying that guy sounds like Ben Shapiro. I mean, god damn. He sounds like him. He doesn't look like him, and he's certainly not Ben Shapiro, but he certainly sounds a lot like him. It's insane. Tell me your thoughts. Do you agree? Or is this just another stupid YouTube video with a clickbait title? This is the Debate Me channel. Debate me in the comment section below. Click on the like button, subscribe, smash that bell, be well. The left is and the left and liberals and the left and floating and right and buying for the bicycle and the left and liberals and then I don't know the left and liberals and socialism and radical policy and inflation and the left and the Democrats and Joe Biden the left Joe Biden socialism Joe Biden, the left, liberals, look at this TikTok video, the left, liberals, the left, liberals. By the way, you can for discount on Daily Wire. Discount code. Take yours right now on dailywire.com. The left, the left, the left.